this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that get from spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And yesterday I shared a poem that a lady had sent to me, and just sort of like really like just sharing this sort of collective feeling. You know, we all share this energy field, so you know, a lot of the time we share the same feelings, the same thoughts, the same experiences, and it has been very like strong feeling recently about, you know, how long is this actually going to take, and that feeling of knowing that there is no doubt about the path, but also there's questioning whether it's something that we can, you know, personally, whether you can keep doing it or not, and or choose a different way, right? And so it's been really interesting because, you know, if I have, you know, we all share, so, you know, basically don't feel that you're alone, basically, if you have been feeling those thoughts and thinking those things, because there has been lots of us that have been doing that. But that's why we need to follow the guidance, because every day, if we ask to be put on our highest and best path and have that intent for each and every day, then basically everything that comes onto our path is putting us on that highest and best path, which ultimately is to be back with your twin, because that's the purpose of your soul incarnating into this physical experience this time round. And so, and then, you know, what often happens is that you get bombarded by messages, synchronicities, signs from spirit, with all the twin energy going, no, 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 no. You see it everywhere. Your twin's name, reg plates, numbers, songs, conversations with people. You know, like in my case, I do a B&B, people booking in with my twin's name, surname, you know, like basically, and people coming and looking like my twin, you know, like all of these things that you're like, okay, I get the message. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that you're not, sometimes that you feel like you're at the end of your tether and just think, really, I could quite happily, you know, it's coming up to the seasons again. So we've got, you know, I won't even say the word, but we've got like holidays sort of approaching, and it's like, oh, deep breath, deep breath. So I want some guidance, right, for us. And I am asking the same thing. So I'm going to ask two things. One is, what does the twin flame energy want to tell us? And also then about what we need to know, basically, about what's happening at the moment. And then the next thing is, what I'm going to ask is, what does the universe want us to know? So for those of us who are in this energy, so the first thing from the twin is ride the wave. Look at that, number 14. So it's being able to ride the waves and understanding that we're doing it together with our twin spirit, no matter what it looks like in this physical experience. All right, that's the first thing. So ride the waves. Buckle up, buttercup, is what I'm hearing. Buckle up, buttercup. The next one is, the universe is saying, follow the leader. And the leader is ultimately, look at that, all the ducks that are going up this windy, windy, windy path into the tree. The tree has the clock in it. So the ducks are the sign of the divine counterpart for me, because ducks, when they meet, they mate for life. And the duck has always been really significant for me and my connection. So I always say, whenever I see ducks, so I'll tell you, talking about, you know, fear and doubt, that's all that this is, basically. It's fear that, it's basically a fear that's coming up because it's like, am I going to wait forever? And is it going to be too late? There's a fear around the timing, right? And so that's what we're being told to just let go of, because, you know, it's questioning, isn't it? And fear comes many times. That's our biggest obstacle in life, really, is to fight the fear and feel that, not fight the fear, but it's feeling into the fear and just going and still following your intuition, even though it might seem completely crazy to you. And so talking about fear being brought up, and I once had a reading from somebody and she told me that it's basically, she was reading and saying that I wouldn't be with my twin and there was this other person coming. And it made physically, I knew that it was wrong because I had a physical reaction to it. And I knew that the reading was wrong, and I knew that there was something off about actually the reader as well, but that's beside the point. But basically what happened was the next day, because it really sent me over, you know, this was quite a long time ago. I didn't actually know about twin flames at the time, but I had met my twin. And what happened is I was sent sort of like absolutely distraught by this reading. And then the next day I was driving into sort of central London, and the road was stopped by a family of ducks, which is just, you know, it was the most bizarre thing. And that was, you know, this is what I mean when the signs are so ridiculous that the universe actually has to stop traffic to let this family of ducks go past. Because it was like, you have, you know, like literally stopping the traffic is the hangman, isn't it? The universe, that was the universe bringing in the hangman energy. To then show you signs and miracles, basically, because the hangman is where you have to see from a different perspective. And the reason why, and it was just so crazy, and now I'm thinking about it as well, is because my twin wanted to do a food truck, and he wanted to do a duck truck. And now I'm thinking about it, significantly around the truck is your car, is your light body, right? Is your physical body, and we're filling it with more and more and more light as we go on this path. So your actual track, that's why reg plates are so, that's, you know, reg plates are so symbolic, because they're literally a vehicle that carries you, the car, the motion, you know, it is your light body. So it was just so perfect. So that's why this is saying, look, ride the waves and just follow the leader, follow the twin flame energy, because ultimately that is where your sacred roots are. That's where you're here. And we need, just like this, we need trees in the world to survive. And this is saying, the universe is saying, we need you to follow this windy path, because we need you to be like the tree, to ground this energy into this physical experience. So we need you, and all of it is in divine timing. So, and that is on number 40. So I am going to read letter 40 from my Divine Love Letter books. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. That's what ultimately we're being told to do all the time. So this is so crazy how, listen to this letter. I want you to relax. Don't let your fears get on top of you. Whatever you feel is right in your heart to do, then follow that. Follow the leader, right? Just like I was saying, it's all about fear. That's what's just coming up. Fear that it's going to be too late. Fear that we're going to be left on the shelf. Fear that, am I going to live all of my life without being able to fulfill this love that I have in my heart, you know? Am I, you know, all of those fears is basically, this is what's coming up, you know? And the reason we're heading towards an eclipse, that's just thought about that, you know, that's because when the eclipse comes, things come up to the surface to be eclipsed out, because we need to raise up these fears to let them go. So it's really, you know, it's the time of year, it's all of this stuff that no wonder we've been collectively feeling this kind of energy. So trust that we are a done deal, a sure thing. We are together. So anything that is happening is all happening for a reason, and that it's all part of our plan together. It's like having a jigsaw that you can see the picture on the box and you're putting the pieces together. And some you think aren't fitting and it looks all wrong. But then suddenly, when you put the last jigsaw piece in, the jigsaw magically all fits together and turns into the big red love heart picture that's on the box. So trust. We have our own box with our own treasures in, and the way to access it is through listening to me in your heart. Trust that what I say to you. Trust in divine love. Right, I have a feeling that I know whose letter that is. And she also has a channel on YouTube. And she contacted me recently and said that she'd had a dream about me and my twin. I'm sure it's that. I'm sure it's her. So interesting. Because we are coming together, you know. People, what I've noticed is that people are contacting me like from years ago, you know, and it's coming round again. It's like from people from like maybe I don't know how long I've had the channel, but like from the beginning, you know. It's been really interesting that people are reconnecting, or maybe, you know. So feel our love, can you? Can you feel it growing stronger as we become more and more aware of what our time here is all about? As we become more aware of why we found each other again, as we shine more of a light onto what we are here to do, the purpose of our lives, the purpose of this life. Aren't you feeling our hearts beating together louder, like the call of a drum, bringing the troops home and guiding them back to safer ground? I feel it. I feel it coming. There is a change in the air. The mist is lifting. We are spreading our light and making an impact. Our time is coming. Oh my goodness. The mist is lifting. So my twin sent me a message about the mist. So the mist is, you know, just like, again, just like the letters always like confirm what we've been feeling, what we've been experiencing, is that we do become more and more aware, awakened to what the path is. That's why I say at the beginning, it's not that there is no question or doubt of the path. It's more like I say, that fear is coming up to think, is it ever, you know, when is it going to happen? The fear, is it going to take too long? Have I let life sort of pass you by? But of course you haven't, because you're growing more and more into your spiritual self. And that is your purpose, right? That's all of our purposes. And so, again, when we say every day living with the intent to live on our highest and best path, then we know that that's what we're supposed to be doing here, because we're switched on to our soul. Right, so letter 40. This is the last one, book 3. So, you're my beloved angel of light, the vibration of love that emanates off you. I can feel in every part of my heart, body, and soul. It's beautiful, like tingling stardust running through my body, stardust sprinkled into my brain, shining sparkling light onto an otherwise very dull existence. I realize I have been dulling my flames for years. I haven't been living my life. I've been hiding from life for fear of actually being me. You showed me that it's okay to be me because you love me, and that's everything to me. You are all that matters to me. Wow. So that's, you know, again, like I say, the letters just completely like correspond or confirm what we've been feeling, you know, this collective kind of like energy, this collective thoughts, these collective kind of like, it's almost like we just need to all take a deep breath and just be like, it's okay, you know, we trust in divine timing. Let's just keep putting one foot forward. So I'm going to finish just by doing one more. One more to say. And the question that I'm asking is, okay then, tell us, what do we need to know about our futures? What do we need to know about our futures? So let's see. What do we need to know about our futures? And look at that. We'll be flying high, you know how I feel. That's just been on the radio. Brilliant song. We'll be flying. Number 22, Union, right? So I will read what flying is. So here we go. It is, you have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. The Hangman, just what I was saying at the start of this message. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. So spread your wings and soar, because the angels are waiting for you. I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? It's just perfect in every way. So I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, all details are in the description box below below the video. Can't speak. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.